when you're in Rome, you can't really complain about anything.
Why?
When in Rome. Which is the sort of thing as Republicans Trump would be down with.
Right, exactly.
He'd happily just hand it down to his...
Yeah, absolutely.
For the good of the public, barons should now
Well, they talk about it already. They just openly talk about it. Anyway.
In fact, Julius Caesar was a Scouser. I like that.
Julius Caesar.
It turns out Spain is really invadable.
Right.
Welcome to Bloomin Legends, podcast number 44. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Yeah, another year of Bloomin Legends coming your way, courtesy of myself, Johnny Vaughan, and of course, the Woodman, Gavin Woods. Happy New Year,
Happy
Gav.
New Year, Johnny.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Lovely Christmas. Delicious Christmas.
Do you want to act like we haven't spoken, or...?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Once again, you find me in quite a tight roll neck.
Yes.
Even tighter.
Risky in the new year. Yeah.
Even tighter after Crimbo.
Yeah.
Luckily, the dark, I hope, is hiding any man boobage.
Yeah, you're fine.
You might have seen in the video imploring you to vote for the top 10 Bloomin Legends or your Legend of the Year. I was wearing that white roll neck, which I was self-conscious
Very
about.
risky.
You know, so I was leaning forward, doing all the tricks.
No, it's like wearing a light slack at the urinal. Very risky.
It's like a fawn slack in a urinal, isn't it?
You don't want to do that.
You don't want to be doing that.
Don't do that.
I was once playing golf in Ireland with a light blue short on, and I went into the hedge, into the bushes, pretending I'd lost the ball. In fact, having a pee.
Yes.
And I came back out, and I don't know, a little bit of wind came in there, and it just blew back.
It looked awful. You
know,
like you just didn't care.
Yes. It blew, but also it was midstream. You know,
Right.
So it was right. It wasn't at the start or at the end. It was proper midstream. After we'd had a couple of pints at the ninth as well. We really
Sure.
We playing golf. Sure. It's an Irish golf tour.
Yeah.
You can imagine how full the bladder of the man.
Well, if urine could generate shrapnel, you were hit with a lot of shrapnel.
I came out, Gav. Honestly, it just looked like I just got in my trousers and just not bothered. It was just terrible. Absolutely.
Well,
terrible.
light blue short.
Yeah, it was
on
a light
golf
blue
course.
short.
Yeah,
Light blue
very
short.
dangerous.
It just looked like I deliberately just sort of thought, that's enough. I'll just zip up while I'm still doing it. Anyway, Bloomin' legendary stuff.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. But if you have had a Bloomin' legendary, like a late discharge,
Yes.
could be just having to face the crowds after you've done that. Did you do landscaping, as we call it?
Exactly.
Where you just splash loads just to blend it in. How did you do it? If there's one that particularly springs to mind, do comment below or go to our socials at Bloomin Legends on TikTok or Instagram. You can also email us, of course, bloominlegends@global.com. bloominlegends@global.com and tell us about a legendary piss. Anyway, Gav.
Yes.
It is our first of a brand new year, Bloomin Legends, and we've got someone I know who is very relevant to that in terms of the year structure. The man who gave us the calendar himself. Who have we got, Gav?
Number 44, Johnny. The Bloomin' legend today is Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
Is July named after him?
Yes.
So already he's got his name in there.
And then
hasn't he?
Augustus Caesar.
Yes, his son.
September,
Yeah.
Septimus Caesar.
Right.
Although I actually no. September could be, yes, I think it is.
It
yes,
probably is, isn't it?
or
Yeah.
it could be 7.
But it,
And
yeah,
then,
7,
and then
8.
October is 8, November is 9, and that's the chaos that was.
12 months, with the last month being 10.
Yes, December, November. So yeah, I think September is because it's 7, but August is definitely because it's Augustus.
Yeah, definitely.
July is July. June, fuck knows.
Yeah, who was
April,
June?
I don't know. Maybe just, I don't know.
Maybe
But Julius Caesar gave us the calendar. 12 months.
Do you think if he was given the opportunity, Trump would have a month exchanged into his name?
Yes, definitely.
Trumpember.
Yeah. Temptember.
Trumptober.
Trumptember.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes, I can see
I
that.
can see that.
Thank you.
He wouldn't have a problem with that at
I
all.
think he'd also have Donald and Baron.
Donald Jewelry.
What month are we in? Ivanka.
Baron.
Ivanka. Yeah. Anyway, Gav, all that mystifies me about the creation of the calendar,
Go on, yes.
with its 12 months,
Yes.
is why doesn't someone, or why, look, there's 13 full moons a year. Why did no one ever base the whole thing on just lunar months?
Yeah.
There's a massive calendar in the sky.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Why
it?
wouldn't they do that?
I don't know.
There's 13 of them.
I've always assumed 24 hours in a day, 12
Right,
months.
right.
I've always assumed that was related somehow.
And they'll say because it doesn't quite add up.
No, because we get this weird February.
Yeah,
every now
because
and again.
because so it's 364 is 13 times 28. So really, to balance it up, all you got to do is assume everyone's sort of getting hammered over Christmas and just introduce days there and just sort of make it so that around Christmas there's no. Like Christmas isn't really a day, and it can last 2 days some year.
Yeah, I like that.
We can have a 2-day Christmas.
Christmas is
yeah,
wild.
right.
Yeah, it's
Christmas
wild.
is wild.
Yeah.
Christmas is wild.
Christmas is
wild. Or New Year's Eve's wild, and there's always got a built-in day of recovery.
Yeah,
it's not a day.
Yeah, because you don't remember
You
it
get
anyway.
New Year's Eve, which would be December the 28th. Oh no, our new month, our 13th month we're creating.
Yes.
And then. It's a bit of just recovery day. You have to wake up, or it's pretty dark and murky out, and then because then you just look outside, look at the moon, you'd know how many days left in the month, and you look at a full moon, you're thinking, great, I'll get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay moon.
Yeah, pay.
It's
The
pay
pay
moon.
is pay moon.
Payment.
Payment.
Anyway, Julius Caesar, the Roman Republic's most brilliant general,
Yes.
boldest politician, and the man who reshaped the ancient world. He was born in 100 BC.
I thought you were going to say born Alan Davis. Sorry. He was born.
I would love that.
He was born Andrew Jenkins.
He was actually born Gaius Julius.
Oh, was he?
But anyway, he's born 100 BC, very neat. He rose from a young aristocrat to a battlefield genius. He conquered Gaul. That was his big thing because they put him in charge of Gaul at one point. He became the most powerful figure in Rome.
Can I just say, I'd like it if he was born Ronald something in the East End. Born Ronald Watkin in the East End. Brother Reginald.
He moved to Italy as a young fellow.
Two brothers, Reginald and Leonard. Yes.
In 44 BC, he was assassinated by his fellow senators who feared he was becoming a king. Caesar's ambition, charisma, and force of will left a legacy that shaped Western history for 2,000 years.
Yes, yeah.
It kind of did, didn't it?
Well, it's certainly even today. It gives us, when you see there's a new water czar.
Yes,
Or there's
we've still got czars.
We've still got czars, which the word czar is from there.
Absolutely.
Kaiser.
There's football teams named the Kaiser Chiefs.
The Kaiser Chiefs again.
Yes, there's bands named the Kaiser Chiefs.
Okay, but his name is Gaius Julius
Gaius
Caesar.
Julius. Well, they say born Gaius Julius Caesar, but I'm presuming he became Caesar, didn't he?
Yes.
It wasn't his name.
No, there was no rank. That's his name, isn't it?
Is it?
Gaius is his first name. His family's the Julius family.
That's right. And Gaius has no modern English equivalent. I looked it up.
So
it just has a meaning. It means joy or delight.
Okay, Caesar, does that already mean like leader?
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because there were loads of ranks in Roman officialdom.
Right.
But I don't know if Caesar was always what they thought of as the king.
I'm going to look this up right at the
go on.
start, right?
Just look up the origin of the word Caesar.
Yeah. Just to clear this up, I've asked ChatGPT,
Okay.
which is my extensive research tool.
Your assistant.
What is the origin of the word Caesar?
Yes.
Now, the exact origin of the word Caesar is not known with certainty.
Yes.
Several ancient explanations exist, which is extraordinary considering what an influential word it became.
Yeah, we just assume,
Yes.
don't we? Yeah.
The head of the king of all the Russias is calling himself Tsar.
Yeah.
Germany, Kaiser.
It stayed, yeah.
So the exact origin of the word Caesar is not known with certainty, okay? But several ancient explanations exist. Roman historians themselves disagreed about this, so don't worry about that one.
Contemporary one, ancient Romans.
Ancient ones, in terms of the true etymology, is still debated today. There's four main theories. Are you ready, before we embark on the life of Julius Caesar?
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Let's get this out of the way.
Go on.
It's from Caesaris, means hair.
Okay.
Julius Caesar supposedly had a lot of hair at birth,
Uh-huh.
contradicted by his later baldness.
Yes.
From Caesus, where we get the word scissors.
Yes.
A remote ancestor was said to have been born by a cut in the womb, basically a caesarean section.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Note the term caesarean section actually comes from the name Caesar, not the other way round.
Wow.
Yes.
So it was his name.
Yes,
And
right.
it probably was his name. And it was probably where we get the feeling of that meaning leader.
Next up,
Go on.
from Caesai, Moorish for elephant, because an ancestor killed an elephant in battle. Julius Caesar used an elephant symbol on his coins.
Okay, right.
Which may connect to this legend, and also from Eyes of Grey. Which is a less common story. He had grey eyes, rather like we do, Gav.
Sure.
Why was Julius Caesar called Caesar? This is the big question. Because it was his family name, not a title. So, Gaius is the praenomen, which is his personal name.
Yeah.
Julius is the actual, that's the clan name.
Right.
Yeah, so it's sort of like his surname.
Yeah.
So Caesar is the cognomen, the family branch name. So I guess that's like my middle name is Randall because my dad's name is Randall and his father is Randall.
Right.
Whereas my granddad's brother, they all have Milton as their middle or first name.
Oh, yes. So it's like keeping another name
which
in the middle.
branch of the family you are. So they're all Julius, but this is the Caesar branch.
Caesar branch of the
that's
Julius
why he's a
family.
Julius Caesar.
I've got you, yeah. It's almost like a hyphen.
Was Caesar used as a title before him? No.
Right.
Before Julius Caesar, Caesar was only a family surname.
Well, then we can definitely say he caused the usage of the word Caesar
definitely.
as leader.
There we go. We've done our research.
Fantastic. So he
Now
hailed.
you know.
He was born on July 12th, 100 BC. He was from a Roman aristocratic family, although the family wasn't rich. That's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aristocratic but not rich.
But not rich, yeah.
So that creates great ambition.
Generally
sometimes.
also means your dad's lost it all.
Someone
He's like a
ahead
gambler.
of you has ruined
Yeah,
it.
generally a real
'Cause there would have been
gambler.
you can't have become an aristocratic family
Yeah.
without some fortune in the past.
Right, so but generally rich granddad,
Yes.
he's gone. Dad's
Wastrel.
wasted all the money.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you've grown up with fine things and you want them back.
Yes, exactly.
Right,
Yeah. So his early life apparently was fairly chaotic. In fact, the Roman Republic had a lot of instability. When he was 16, his father died, and Caesar made an effort to get close to the other nobles, which is very clever. He's building bridges already as a young
clever, isn't he?
teenager.
Yeah.
It's not much different to the monarchies. I've noticed all this republic and senators voting and all that.
Yeah.
In 840...
Which is the sort of thing as Republicans Trump would be down with.
Right, exactly.
He'd happily just hand it down to his...
Yeah, absolutely.
for the good of the public, barons should
Well,
now
they talk
be
about
getting
it already.
Yeah,
Just openly talk about it. Anyway, in 84 BC, Caesar marries Cornelia, the daughter of a nobleman.
Ecce.
Another bridge being built, isn't it? But the Roman dictator of the time, Sulla, who was the only Roman to have come to power, having marched on Rome and won a war.
Okay.
And he was a dictator. He didn't like this marriage.
So Rome was a centre of power to be seized.
Yes.
Right.
Sulla ordered Caesar to divorce that wife.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He refused, and he left Rome, and he served in the military, where he travelled to Asia and then Cilicia, wherever that is.
Okay.
It's believed he returned to Rome in 79, so that's 6 years later, after Sulla died. So Sulla dies, he figures, I'm safe to go back.
Okay.
Some claim he used his influential friends to convince Sulla to let him return, but I think him dying is about the only way you can be sure you're not going to get killed. Back in Rome, he has a daughter.
Do you think
with Cornelia?
Do you
know what they called his daughter?
What?
Julia Caesaris.
That's brilliant.
Well, it's like Dennis Bergkamp calling his daughter Denise Bergkamp or something, isn't it? It's a bit like it's classic, isn't it?
Do you think when you're in Rome, you can't really complain about anything?
Why?
When in Rome. No, but do you think everyone says, "Oh, Christ alive, not again"? I don't like the taste of this. Are you sure it's all right doing this? When in Rome, you know, as you approach an orgy of thrusting, togaed buttocks, thrusting away. I'm not sure about. No. Oh, I suppose when in Rome,
quando Romanus est, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Quondam in Romanium.
Absolutely. So in 69 BC, so another 7 years later, that wife he's with, who he's had the daughter Julia, she dies. Right. So now he's on his own again.
Can I say, Nelson, he had a daughter called Horatia.
Did he?
Yeah.
Great men seem to just... but there was a whole thing about...
I tell you what,
if I haven't had a son, I'm just going to call her me anyway, even if it's a daughter.
Right, so how does Nigel Lawson's son feel? No, I'm just saying, because he called his daughter Nigella.
He did. I mean, it's
which is a terrible. No, it's bad enough.
Stick an A on it.
I mean, I don't want to be too funny. It's bad enough if a boy could be called Nigel without a girl having the curse of being called Nigella. You know, it's like called Kavina. or something that's
awful. It's
I suppose
awful.
there is like Alana, but that's kind of a sexy name. You never think it was sort of like Alan with an A on it.
You don't.
But it'd be great if we found out that Alan Shearer had a daughter called Alana. That'd be so good, wouldn't it?
That'd be really good.
Yeah. Just add an A, please.
In fact, let us know your versions of male names that you would use for a daughter.
That you wouldn't, that never get, because there is, Stephanie's.
There is a Stephanie.
There is,
That's Steve,
there's no
isn't it?
Davida.
No.
There's Davina.
There's Davina. Yeah.
But there's some that what names are off limits, and please, your favourite offerings there.
Absolutely. So his wife has died. Sulla, the dictator, has gone.
Yeah.
And Julius starts getting into politics in Rome. He starts as a prosecuting advocate.
Right.
So he starts as a lawyer.
Yeah.
And he moves to Rhodes, which was then part of the empire.
Yeah.
To study philosophy. And then we get his Bloomin Legend moment number one.
What does he do?
He gets kidnapped by pirates.
Does he?
From Devon.
Okay.
No, they're not from Devon. That would have been the twist of all time.
He gets kidnapped by some Cornish pirates.
And he ends up living
and
in
he
Cornwall,
vows to get revenge on the British one day.
That's right.
On the Cornish.
And that's why they invaded Britain.
Yeah. And in fact, Julius Caesar, he then has a child who's Cornish.
And if you go to Cornwall, even today...
that would be fantastic when you discover that Julius Caesar was a Cornishman.
Cornishman. Absolutely.
A short Cornishman.
A short, leathery fishing family.
No, it could be funny, though. In fact, Julius Caesar was a Scouser.
Jules Caesar. Anyway, so he gets kidnapped by pirates, and they demand 20 talents of silver.
Okay.
Now, I've looked up what a talent of silver...
How much is a talent? Because
a talent of silver is 100 Roman pounds of silver, librae.
Right.
And that's the equivalent of...
Oh, is that why it's still LBS for pounds?
I thought... That's the first time I thought that.
Of course it is. No, Gavin.
It must be. It must be.
No, let's just say it is. So that's why it's LB for pounds.
It must
Libra.
be.
Okay.
My eyes did that when I saw librae.
How did your eyes go?
You go. They went...
Did they? God, I wish I'd seen you.
You know what's going to happen now I've done those eyes?
What?
They're going to use that for the thumbnail.
They won't do
for the
it.
YouTube video.
Anyway, I'll stop them, Gav.
So
I won't let them do that to you.
That 1 talent of silver it's 32,300 sesterces.
Wow.
Which is enough money to pay a legionary, a private soldier, for 25 years.
Wow.
It's 9 years' wages for a fully skilled labourer.
Yeah, but Gav.
9 years.
But luckily, Gav, Rome's got talents.
Anyway, I've worked it out. It's about 10 million quid in today's money.
You're kidding me.
It's a lot. I mean, no, not 1 talent, 20 talents, which is what they were asking for.
It's about how much?
1 talent is about £500,000 quid.
And they're asking 20 talents.
They're asking for 20 of those. But it gets better. He persuades them to ask for more. Don't know why. He's sort of getting in with them. Very clever.
No, why?
No, I know. It's crazy.
It's
crazy. Well, it says here, Caesar laughed and negotiated with the pirates to increase his ransom to 50 talents.
Wow.
Which is a low. Well, that's 25 million.
He's going to get some of the money.
Either that or it's just a good story. I'm worth more. I'm worth more.
Yeah.
Because he's got connections, but he's not that high up in the chain.
Well, no, but it seems to me that if you can get that for quite a low-ranking lawyer who's on a sort of break just to sort of study philosophy in Greece, I want to find myself.
He's not on a year off.
No, but he wants to find himself in Greece. It's rather like someone going to India.
It is. It's a year of study, but it's not.
I want to find out what the philosophers thought.
He's in the taverna.
Remember, the great philosophers they're happening end of the 5th century BC through to Alexander the Great's mid-century philosophy. So that's 5th century BC. So that's 400 years before all this.
Yeah. Wow.
So
I didn't realise it was that far before.
Yeah, it's that far before. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, Caesar persuades them, no, ask for 50 talents.
Yeah.
He was eventually released, and Caesar then raises a small naval force, hunts the pirates down, and crucifies them.
Does he?
Yeah. So he's a proper gangster.
So does he get the money back?
I presume. That's probably what it was. And but I think he probably, because he dobs them in or gets them back, that probably gets him good credit with the seniority in Rome, doesn't it?
Yes, but also...
Because they love an outpost.
But also, by this time, the pirates, he's probably kidded the pirates bring that. I'll take a little bit. We'll take that.
Yeah.
And so the pirates
Tell
are loving
them
it.
20.
And then
Tell
remember,
them 50.
It was one thing we know about pirates. They love drinking.
Yes.
They're not that bright.
Coins. They love coins.
They love things that shine.
Goblets.
Shiny
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Going like that
Yes,
through treasure.
That's right. Yeah.
They say "ar."
In Rome, even.
Yeah.
Even in Rome. Apparently, in Sicily at the time, they
Yes.
had a Devonian accent.
Yes.
They went "ar."
And also, the other thing we know about pirates is they were naughty.
That is a Latin joke.
Way!
Naughty.
Boom, boom, boom. That means sailors, sorry, in Latin. But it's a great joke.
It's
a great joke.
It is. But now we get his pretty quick rise to power. This is, well, it's not that quick. It's between 70 and 49 BC. So what's that, 11 years? I know we're going backwards, so it's really confusing.
It's not at all.
Well, Caesar begins an alliance with Gnaeus Pompey Magnus,
Right.
or Pompey the Great.
Pompey, yeah.
A powerful military and political leader. Shortly after that, in 68 or 69 BC, he was elected quaestor. So he's getting quite a rank here. It's a minor political office, but he's into the proper
He's a
job.
quaestor.
He's a quaestor.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to serve in several other key positions. In 67 BC, he marries Pompeia, the granddaughter of Sulla, the previous dictator general leader.
Okay.
However, it's short-lived. They get divorced 5 years later.
Okay.
He continues his alliance with Pompey. He recognizes Pompey is powerful, so he's got to make friends with him. Through to 61 BC, where he begins serving as governor of the Roman province of Spain.
Right.
And then
now that's a really significant province.
Big deal, because this is part of Rome expanding eventually later, isn't it?
No. Spain's been Rome for a while.
It has, yeah.
Spain, I think quite a few Caesars, Gav, were Spanish.
Right.
I mean, I'm not just influenced by Maximus.
No, I know.
He was the
and
Spaniard.
Also,
but
and there's any opportunity in a movie to say the Spaniard.
The Spaniard.
Always.
But I think Octavius.
Right.
A bit later. I think there was that Spain's a really significant part of the
Sure.
Roman. It turns out Spain is really invadable.
Right.
But Spain, the Moors did it later, and it's just forever being sort of invaded, but not just invaded, like totally overrun so that Spain disappears. It just becomes Rome. It just becomes like a Moorish
Roman.
kingdom.
Yeah,
It just becomes, then we kicked its ass, and then it's just
Wow. Yes, I hadn't thought of that. So
well, we didn't. I mean, we won the Iberian War, but
So they must have sailed, and the Pyrenees are not that big a deal compared to the Alps.
right.
That's what that tells you.
Yeah. Big old coast.
Yeah, definitely. So he continues his alliance with Pompey while he's becoming the governor of Spain. And then he's elected to become a consul. He keeps going up. Powerful position. This is in 59 BC, all helped by Pompey. So Pompey's kind of sponsoring him. The same year he weds Calpurnia. And that's the wife he has for the rest of his life. Till he meets Cleopatra, obviously. Then he starts to form the famous triumvirate.
Who's in the triumvirate?
So Pompey, obviously.
Yes.
He's scared of him, so he makes friends with him.
Yeah.
But there's also Crassus.
Yeah.
Crassus is the other third of the triangle. Pompey and Crassus. But Crassus and Pompey hated each other before this. And this is his Bloomin Legend moment number 2, is that he persuaded them to be allies. He persuaded both of them separately that you're both better off being friends.
Right.
And it kind of works. So he's the perfect springboard to full-on domination because he ends up in charge.
Right.
He keeps the warring powers even. Following this partnership, this triumvirate he's created, he goes on to become the leader of Gaul, which is not really France. It's Belgium and France, and it's from the Rhine. He has to cross the Rhine to get to these areas.
Yeah.
So he spends a decade fighting tribes across that region. He takes on battles where he's outnumbered massively, but obviously they're organised.
Yeah.
The Roman soldiers know what they're doing, don't they?
They know, yeah,
they crossed the Rhine by building a bridge in 10 days, which is pretty impressive.
Yes.
He made the first Roman invasion of Britain.
Yes.
Which wasn't that organised.
55 BC.
Not that organised.
No.
They just sort of rolled in, didn't they?
I think it's because he was doing quite well in Gaul anyway, and it was just interested because there was a lot of trading between the two.
Right.
And so he thought, well, I'll go and have a little sniff around, see if we
It's
can.
a small island when you look at the map.
But he probably was just looking to do a deal anyway.
Right.
It's like Trump.
Yeah, it was empire building in the sort of...
but just do a deal with them. If they're key trading partners.
It's real estate.
It is. Yeah. No, but also, they did a lot of trading with Britain. Remember, Britain had loads of really useful metals.
Did it?
Yes.
Bronze and
well, no, because you make that. But yes, but tin and copper, they're really key to it. But also, Britain had. Do you know what it had? Amazing cornstones. Really? It was a real source of cornstone. The cornstone is the cornerstone of any Roman fighting units. So you take loads of wheat, but you need to grind it down.
To make bread.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Britain had the right stone for
it.
In fact, we traded with everywhere in Europe.
Our corn
was British
stones.
Cornstone was like a real big thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Was it that simple?
Yes.
Cornstones.
Yes.
Of all things.
Yes.
What are they made of? Are they granite or
I
something?
don't know. It's a type
But it must have been a stone that didn't wear out.
No, I've been on the south coast to a cornstone factory from around this time that made them from, because I think it was every 100 Romans then had to lug around their own cornstone.
What a shag.
So, what a shag.
I mean,
no, it would have gone on a cart rather than being hefted. But yeah.
Can you imagine? You lot, can you get that cornstone onto the cart?
Right.
We've got to be out of here at dawn.
No, but you can go on the south coast. There's a couple of places I've been to which are cornstone factories, and you can see the ones they've messed up. There's loads of discarded ones.
Really?
Yeah, from this time. So we traded those with Gaul anyway, which would have gone and been traded to the Roman army.
Yeah.
So they just thought, you know what, we can...
Because they must have been growing wheat all over the empire.
I don't know.
Who knows?
We could get in a world of mess.
We could, yeah.
Wheat wasn't introduced into Britain actually until the Claudian invasion of 43 AD. In fact, it was another 100 years later.
How dare you?
How dare you say that about wheat? In fact, this is why some ancient Britons had trouble digesting it.
So he was a good soldier.
Yeah.
I mean, a good military leader.
Yeah.
He just waltzed through these areas.
Yes.
But he was brutal.
Yeah.
In one instance...
Was he?
Yeah, he waited until his opponent's water supply dried up. He let them die of thirst, and anyone who was still left, he cut off their hands.
Did he?
Yeah.
Very Belgian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you think?
It's a real Belgian move, that is.
The old Belgian handshake.
The old Belgian handshake, yeah.
Wow.
Don't even talk about that.
The stories of how brutal he was and the conquering of what they were calling barbarian villages were romanticised, and his commentaries about the campaign became bestsellers. So he was selling the stories of it back to Rome.
Yeah,
I don't probably
know.
building up his popularity.
When you say selling them...
Well, selling as in listen to how it happened.
Right,
Not the money.
Would there have been someone, because you read Julius Caesar's Chronicles, that's they're out there. You can buy them in any decent bookshop.
Sure.
But the trouble is that makes some propaganda anyway. He's bigging
Absolutely,
himself up. But I wonder.
But he's probably thinking of his future career as well.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Roman emperors, it seems to me to be,
is
that it's very useful if you can arrive back in Rome having done something.
Yes.
That's really what gets you in the driver's seat, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you bring a whole new kingdom
and you ride
with all its riches.
Hey,
exactly. Exactly. And there's like trumpets for some reason. I don't even know if they had trumpets.
Yes, they love a trumpet, don't they? Well, not trumpets, horns.
Those long horns. Did they have them in
I
Rome?
don't know. I don't know.
There's no evidence of the brass section, of a horn section.
They'd have found them. I'm sure. No, I think they did. I think they did have. Yeah.
But they would have used animal horns.
Did they have those ones that you sort of fitted into, though? Those big ones.
A sousaphone.
No, but it has no stops on it.
Right.
Like
Oh, yes. No, but they're sort of like they're the sort of continental bagpipes, aren't they?
Yeah,
because they were used in battle, weren't they?
The old continental bagpipe. Absolutely. Okay, next, Cav.
So, but then we get the civil war in 49 BC. So the triumvirate breaks because Crassus dies.
Right.
Crassus dies in 53 BC, and at that time, Caesar was now pretty powerful. His armies were bigger and bigger. He was in charge of bigger bits of the empire.
Yes.
Pompey starts getting nervous about him because he is quite powerful now, and he demands that Caesar disband his army and return to Rome as a private citizen. So stop your ambitions.
Yes.
He's trying to see off a rival. That would have meant arrest if he had done that. If he'd gone back to Rome, they probably would have killed him. But instead, in January 49 BC, he crosses the Rubicon.
Right.
With a single legion.
Right.
One single legion of soldiers, and it was an act of open rebellion.
But that expression, he's crossed the Rubicon.
Yeah, because once you've gone past, you're saying, I'm against you.
Right.
So you're saying to Pompey, no, I'm not going to just kneel in front of you.
Right,
basically.
he crossed the Rubicon.
Yeah, so he's fully started the civil war by doing that across Italy and all their controlled lands in Europe. But Caesar moved, and the quote here is hard and fast.
Right. So he's up against... It's a three-way war.
No anymore. No, it's just him and Pompey.
It's just him and
Crassus is dead.
Okay.
There's a power vacuum.
Okay.
There isn't the balance of the triumvirate anymore.
Okay.
So it's just him versus one other.
Right, okay. I was going to say a three-way war.
No.
That's Bosnia all over again.
That would have been the mother of all Mexican standoffs.
No, but that's Bosnia, wasn't it? That tends to be quite confusing.
Yes. So by late he keeps beating Pompey's armies.
Right.
Because he's probably quite well practiced in his military. You know, he's fighting every week. So that's who you don't want to fight.
Yeah.
It's not about training. It's about fighting someone who fights a lot.
But presumably he's going around persuading armies to be loyal to him, and you're just paying people.
Yeah. And I promise you'll get your own district if I become Caesar. Whatever. By late 48 BC, Caesar has subdued Pompey and his supporters in Italy, Greece, and Spain. So he's obviously dealing with all the regions.
Yeah.
And then Pompey legs it. Pompey goes to Egypt, and the Egyptians believe the gods favour Caesar, so they kill Pompey.
Right.
As soon as he sets foot on land.
Nice.
That's his Bloomin Legend moment, the Egyptian power play.
Well, how about that?
Well, the Egyptians had killed Caesar's enemy for him in his name. And Caesar claimed he was outraged by the murder.
Yeah, right.
This is classic
How
politics.
dare you? Yeah.
I mean, I'm for peace here.
Oh, I can't believe it.
This is awful news.
Poor old... this is terrible.
Not Pompey.
This is terrible, yeah.
Not him.
Right.
Not my dear Pompey.
It'd be like if something happened to Wes Streeting now, and you look at Keir Starmer. No. It'd be like if something happened to Keir Starmer that prevented him now from being...
And Streeting goes, not Keir.
This is terrible, not here, please.
Not
Keir.
It's like when Schumacher bashed Hill off the track in that final race.
Yes.
And then went, does that mean I'm the champion?
Yeah.
What's happened here?
Yeah, right.
It was so funny. Anyway.
Me? A champion now?
So the Egyptians kill Caesar's enemy for him in his name. Caesar claims he's outraged, and he has Pompey's, the actual assassins, he has them killed symbolically. Say, these brigands have killed my friend Pompey.
Yeah.
But at this point, he meets Cleopatra. And we know what happens there.
Yeah.
They have a child together.
See earlier podcast.
See Cleopatra.
Absolutely right. She's also on our leader. No, she's not on our leaderboard.
No, she isn't.
She's not good enough.
No. But she did, as we know, prove vital in his international negotiations.
Yes.
He returns to Rome after his victory over Pompey and helps Cleopatra grow her profile because she's powers meeting power, isn't it? The heat is transferring across.
How did they kill Pompey, the Egyptians?
Well, the Egyptians used assassins. I'm not sure how the exact... I mean, it's
assassin.
It probably stabbed him in the neck.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably 9
poison.
Good men and true.
Maybe poison.
Poison. They loved a bit of poison.
They love a bit of poison. Yeah.
What's
snakes, stuff like that.
It has to be symbolic.
Let a snake into his bed.
But it's a bit mafia as well, isn't it? There's always a symbolic nature to the killing of a mafia.
Target. Maybe they shot him in the eye.
Maybe they cut a tongue out.
He got too greedy.
If he's a stool pigeon, they'll take a tongue out. Yeah. If he's seen something he shouldn't have, they take an eye out.
No, they says too greedy.
Oh, is that what it is? Because you're eyeing up someone's money.
And it has been for years. That's why another reason I suspect Harold wasn't killed by being shot in the eye.
You think it was a symbolic thing?
Yes, I think it's symbolic. He got too greedy.
Right.
That had been promised to William.
Right, I see.
The bastard.
Yes.
And he was like, you can't give it to him, he's a bastard, even though he was entitled to it as a first son.
I see, yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, when he does get back to Rome, there's no rival. So he is now dictator for life. He is now Caesar.
Right.
And he reforms the taxes.
Well, no, that's his name, Caesar.
I know, but okay. He now begins to create what the name Caesar means.
Yeah, right.
By being the ruler.
Right.
Of all of the Roman Empire.
It's a bit like, if we got a different royal family, but they still call themselves Windsor.
Yes.
Who's
the Windsor now?
Who's the Windsor now?
Yes. It's not just a tie knot.
Yeah.
It means
winner.
king.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But he's a clever politician.
Or if the surname King was...
Yeah.
Whoever was our leader had the surname King.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
He reformed the tax system. He cancelled debts. He expands citizenship rights to more people.
Yeah.
He heavily invests in building projects because everyone likes a bit of infrastructure.
Yeah, of course they do. It's like the Labour Party get in and say, we'll build 1.5 million houses by next year, not realising there's no one to build them.
That's
Since Brexit.
That's right.
Turns out British people don't really do that.
No, they don't do that. So he also created the Julian calendar. He established the 12 months of the year and the number of days in a year.
Yeah.
But power breeds enemies, as we know, and many senators are now fearing he's going to crown himself king rather than leader of the republic.
Right.
A dirty title in Rome, and they build the plot to kill him.
Right.
And we get now, in 44 BC, to the Ides of March. On March 15th, Caesar walks into the theatre of Pompey for a Senate meeting. And
how ironic.
Yeah, right. the theatre of Pompeii,
yeah.
isn't it? Well, he dies at
He was on his way
he
to-
dies at the foot of the statue of Pompeii,
Right.
even more symbolic.
And that's probably why they did it.
Yes, because there's a symbolic nature in the assassination.
No, because they probably liked Pompey.
Yes,
and they probably still sort of thought this guy's a bit of an upstart.
And also things that Pompey would have promised them now can't happen
right,
anymore. I was going to get the whole of Sicily.
Yes.
Until this guy showed up.
Right,
you know.
yeah. I mean, you're getting into character almost too much, Cav.
It's exciting.
No, but it was like a method, disgruntled
Senator.
Yeah.
It does.
Gav will be playing a disgruntled senator. I will be a steadying influence on him.
It does blow your mind if you look even on the Wikipedia page of a list, just the list of Roman emperors, how few of them were voted out or voted in by the Senate.
Yeah.
Most of them were killed.
Yeah.
Poisoned or stabbed.
Yeah.
Most of the successors are related by birth to whoever came before.
Oh, there's dynasty stuff.
It's not much different to a monarchy,
Yeah.
even though they call it a republic.
No, but lots of
It's
others were-
amazing how often it just isn't the same.
But what happens is you get another powerful family and they push them out and say, we are the rightful.
Right,
Because there's no sense of the blood.
No.
That's the thing, isn't it? Royal blood.
No, it's more about claim, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
more about,
It's just
we
wealth.
are the biggest family, we should be in charge.
It's a republic, yeah.
Exactly. So at least 60, I didn't know it was that many. I thought it was about like 10.
Yeah.
Conspirators surround him and kill him with daggers. I guess they're all stabbing him so there isn't one
Yes.
stabber.
Yeah.
He dies at the base of Pompey's statue.
Right.
Very symbolic. But then we get the aftermath, and this is the irony of Caesar's death.
Yeah.
They're scared he's going to be a king
Yeah.
by fiat and rule by fiat.
Yeah.
So they kill him to stop that. And in the end, civil war breaks out because he was popular.
Yeah.
And in the end, his adopted heir, Octavian, later becomes Augustus,
Yes.
becomes Rome's first emperor.
Right.
And there's not more of a king
And,
than an
they
emperor.
call him Caesar in his honour.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
by killing a potential king,
Right.
they create a king.
So Augustus is also
Octavius.
He's
It's the
part.
same
He's
person.
part of the Caesar family.
Right.
Yeah.
An adopted heir.
Yes.
So not his blood
Okay,
heir.
not his blood,
I didn't
right, okay,
realise.
yeah.
Yeah. So yes, Rome's first actual emperor
Yeah.
is the next result.
But a blooming legend for giving us the word Caesar, for giving us
Absolutely.
the calendar,
Definitely.
for really being the first Roman the first person to attempt an invasion of Britain.
Right.
Even though it sort of failed. In fact,
Yeah.
he did it twice. I think in 55 and 54. He went back the next year.
Right.
Dated Cleopatra.
Yes.
Conned Rome out of 50 talents.
Right. Yes.
Luckily, Rome's got talents.
It has. It has.
So all in all,
But also quite a stable period for Rome.
Yeah.
The Pax Romana. I mean, there was
you say it was stable. It wasn't particularly
There was
stable.
civil war before him,
Yeah, there was civil war
and
during
then there was
it.
civil war after him.
And during with the war with the triumvirate.
Well, that came after Crassus died. That
Yeah.
wasn't his fault. You know,
That wasn't his fault.
He didn't know Crassus
No, but it
was
was a
going
bit
to die.
of for a while. I'm sure there was three of them sort of battling there.
Well, he calmed them down.
He calmed them down.
He
Okay.
created the triumvirate.
Okay.
Clever guy, a politician,
Clever guy, politician.
and a Bloomin Legend.
Looked a lot like Chris Froome, the cyclist, as well.
He does. If you look at his marble likeness,
You can see.
there's a lot of Froome in there. Well, you should see the marble likeness of Sullas.
Yes.
Man, does he look angry.
Does he?
Oh, yeah, vicious looking fella.
Does he have a beard?
No, but he's got a really pointy, angry face.
Has he?
Yeah, really stark eyebrow.
With a pointy, angry face.
Curly head of hair.
Yeah, but again, propaganda, isn't it?
I'm sure.
Julius Caesar, Bloomin' Legend.
Bloomin Legends.
And so we come to the Bloomin' Legendary leaderboard. So we've got Julius Caesar here, Gav.
Yes. Now, this is a big name to be dealing with.
Big name. Okay. I've had a meeting with the producer. He now says we can put what we like where. Because at the
it's
moment-
New Year, New Rules.
New Year, new rule. Because also Jack Churchill is stopping us going.
He snookered us, as
He
you
snookered,
said,
he snookered.
yeah.
So how high? You've got to have Julius Caesar in here because he's a legend. He gave us the word Caesar.
I mean, he's probably got to go above Houdini at least, hasn't he?
he can take Houdini out.
What, Houdini escapes the top 10?
Yeah. Or we can take out Shackleton.
I like Shackleton, though.
I'm going cold.
Foolhardy.
I'm going cold on Shackleton.
Are you? Why?
Yeah, because I just am. Because
basically he was just fixing problems
He's just
rather
fixing-
than
right.
getting stuff done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so but you think Houdini stays over Shackleton? Because I'm looking at Houdini and Shackleton as our least of the 10 for now. Because I really like Patrick Lee Firmer because he had an SS officer in the boot of his car.
He had a lot of officers through 24
It's
checkpoints.
unbelievable.
I mean, say what you like
walked
about
across Europe.
Say what you like about Julius Caesar. When he landed in Rome, he got kidnapped by pirates. Yeah. When this guy landed in Crete, he managed to drive with a German general in his boot through 24 sodding checkpoints. Gav.
Houdini didn't do that.
Yeah. How do you feel, Julius? So I'm tempted to. What about above Ivan the Terrible? It's such a great name.
It is. I mean, legend-wise, that's a great nickname, isn't it? It's tough to mess with that.
Ivan the Terrible. Also, Ivan the Terrible, remember, at one stage, I mean, he was terrible, but he also, and there was a time in his life he thought, I know, I'll propose to Queen Elizabeth. She'll want a guy like me. Also,
Yeah, I mean, that's hilarious.
died during a game of chess, killed his own son by whacking him round the head. Because he wouldn't listen to him.
He makes Rasputin look like a saint.
He does. He does.
I don't know. It's tough. I genuinely don't want to mess with Sir Christopher Lee.
I'm not. No one's fucking with
because
Sir Christopher.
I mean, how can you?
Right.
Charles Upham, I've no problem with. Yeah, I think yes. Yes,
Goodbye.
go on then. Yeah.
Goodbye, Ernest.
Yeah.
In goes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
In goes.
I mean,
Julius.
honestly, Shackleton.
No, but if you look at that, that's a lineup.
I
Isn't
mean,
it?
you
Look at
could
that.
say, "I see your Shackleton. I'll raise you an.
No, Shaq's
I'll raise you an Amundsen."
Shaq's gone to me. Shaq's dead to me. That's it. And I think that's all right. Look at that for a lovely run. Charles Upham, double VC winner. He's going nowhere.
Double VC.
Rasputin, Boadicea, Ivan the Terrible, Sir Christopher Lee, Flatty failure.
It's a hell of a list.
It's a hell of a line.
And also, you've got to say as well, we are leaving the British Roman era hero ahead of Julius Caesar. Because she took him on.
What's interesting is you feel Sir Christopher Lee could have played any of these. He could have played Vlad,
he could have played
Rasputin.
He could have played Firmer as well.
He could have played Houdini. That would have been undignified. Could certainly play Jack Churchill.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There you go. That's the leaderboard. Time now for your letters. Just to remind you, before Gav starts, Bloomin Legends at global.com or on our socials. At Bloomin Legends, that's on Instagram or TikTok. And of course, you can drop a comment below. Gav.
Yes, this is a letter here from Wayne Dorber. Johnny, fantastic name. Hello to both of you. Congratulations on your educational, entertaining and idiosyncratic show.
Yeah.
I thought myself a Bloomin Legend at the age of 14, and to be honest, I still look back fondly on the moment concerned with a certain amount of what may be misguided pride. Firstly, let me start the story a few years earlier so it makes sense. I was 10 years old at primary school, and it was the last week before the long summer break. We were allowed to bring games in, and the excitement was palpable.
Yeah, I bet it was.
There was an older boy in attendance on work experience from the local high school. He wanted to be a teacher, so he was helping out around the school. He was only about 3 or 4 years older than us, but he was confidently sporting a bum fluff moustache. Confidently sporting a bum fluff moustache, which made him a fully grown man to us. He had brought in the game Tin Can Alley.
Right.
And he'd set it up in the foyer. All the boys crowded round to have a go, and I stayed out of the way at the back to watch. After nearly everyone had finished their go on the game.
Tin Can Alley, wasn't that where that you shot tin cans?
I'm guessing it's something like that.
No, it was a shoot 'em up game, and I seem to remember you made the cans were designed to sort of break.
Right.
Or something.
Okay. Yeah. So after everyone else had finished having their go, the bum fluff kid picked up the gun and started to shoot. He hit every target on top of the plastic wood effect fence.
Yes.
Apart from the last can on the right.
Yeah.
And everyone oohed and ahed at his superior shooting skills. He was a god to them.
Right.
The fools. When he had finished, he asked if everyone had played the game. I was a nervous kid and reluctant to join in, but someone in the group shouted, "Wayne hasn't had a go." I said I was okay, I didn't want to have a go, but it was eventually, I was cajoled into it by my classmates. Little did they know, I was the kind of child who would often go out with an air rifle.
Right.
Or Black Widow catapult.
Yes.
I remember those.
Yeah.
The ones with the surgical tubing.
Yeah.
Right. And terrorise abandoned factory windows.
Right.
Or blast the testicle area off the man on a men at work sign.
Right, nice.
What a tradition that was.
What a great tradition that
I
was,
walked over to the game, picked up the rifle. One after the other, I shot the cans down. When I got to the last, I paused, took a breath, and bam! That one went down too. Everyone was cheering except the bum fluff kid.
Yeah.
Victorious, I stood in front of him and raised my fist in the air. He took severe umbrage to this, picked me up, hung me on a coat hook, and punched me in the belly.
Nice.
That's such a 70s
That's really
school
70s.
incident, isn't it?
That really is.
My moment of glory was over before it even started. He
What
got
a-
punched in the belly. I hung limp and embarrassed on the coat rack
Right.
for what seemed like hours till someone got a teacher to let me down. When she asked how I had gotten up there, I kept my silence,
Of course you did.
which got me a detention.
Yeah, no one like sneaks get their heads
Right.
bashed in.
In those days, there was a prison yard-like mentality at my school, and for some reason it was important not to be a grass.
Yes.
I internally vowed that one day I would have my vengeance on this glory assassin.
Right.
And 4 years later, I got my chance.
What did he do?
I happened to see him working as a window cleaner in the village where I live. His face was burned into my brain. So, uncharacteristically for me, I walked over to the window he was cleaning, stood next to his bucket and gave it a kick, spilling the water all over the bottom of his legs.
Nice.
He turned towards me and I looked him dead in the eyes, channeling the spirit of Dirty Harry. I inventively growled, "Tin Can Alley, you prick." I then stood there waiting for it to kick off, but he backed down and went back to cleaning the window. I carried on walking down the street to my grand's house.
Yeah.
It felt good at the time.
Right.
I still feel a strange sense of satisfaction when I think of it. But should I? It's up to you to decide. Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne. That was a legendary tale.
What a story.
Okay, I've got to say, we've unfortunately, Gav, we've had a bit of something nasty happening.
What?
Well, look,
Oh, where's your clipboard?
it's been stolen.
Someone stole a
Someone's stolen it from the
Bloomin
office.
Legends clipboard.
Yes, from the office.
They've stolen it.
They've stolen it.
Who steals a clipboard?
Right.
What for?
No, but already, yes, it's because it's memorabilia, isn't it?
Do you think we've created merch?
Yes,
already?
we've created merch, Gav.
Do you think it'll show up at an auction?
I don't know, but it's someone has stolen we've only got 2 bits of merch, and now we've got one.
They're not even merch. They're ours.
They're ours.
They're our equipment.
But can I say to anyone who watches this, who's in the building, can I have my clipboard back, please?
Yes. Well, what I would say is, all of you are in detention now, but I'll say nothing if it is returned. Fantastic.
Do get in touch, like I say, bloominlegends@global.com, or drop us a comment below, or you can just get in touch on our socials at Bloomin Legends on TikTok or Instagram. We will see you for Bloomin Legends 45 next.